Hello, my name is Burkatov Victor. I am a representative of SKOK company. We are manufacturers of recessed vandal-resistant equipment, specifically recessed vandal-resistant trampolines. These trampolines are installed in outdoor playgrounds, both children's format and adult format. And that's why they are subject to increased safety requirements. And today in this video we want to tell you what our trampoline is made of and what makes it so reliable. Let's look at the first step in general, what a trampoline consists of. It consists of a body, a jump web attached to the body by springs, and a rubber mat that is glued on top of our body. The trampoline enclosure is 3 mm thick galvanized steel. The steel is cut on laser machines to an accuracy of 2 mm and then galvanized in hot dip galvanizing baths. Now regarding what I have in my hands. These are the handles of our enclosure, by which we can load and unload our trampoline, and also makes it easier for us to mount it in a pre-prepared pit. On top of the trampoline body, a rubber coating like this is glued on. It consists of pressed crumb, coated with EPDM on top. Protected. EPM protection with an anti-slip overlay, so when it gets wet it still holds contact with the sole well enough to keep the visitor from slipping. The top of our hull, it is slightly enlarged. For what? Because we want to hide the springs from the visitor, so that when he jumps on the net his foot cannot get between the springs and the net. Probably the most interesting part of our trampoline and the most technologically advanced is, of course, the net. The net is assembled from set elements and passed through a 4 mm steel cable like this. And the elements themselves, the kit structures, are made of thermoplastic elastoplast. What's that? Thermoplastic elastoplast is somewhere in the neighborhood of 60% rubber, 40% plastic blend. So they take away all the pluses from plastic and all the pluses from rubber. It's a mesh that's so interestingly designed with this arch and extended elements. Allows the mesh to be assembled without seams. I mean, like, no stitches. The seams are no more than 2 mm, can you imagine? So there's not much that can get into those stitches. That is, no trash or failing keys. That is, it is specially made so that the visitor, dropping something on the grid, just quietly could pick it up. They are hard enough that they can't be broken by anything, but they also have a certain softness to them. So when you fall on a net like this, when you fall on your knee, we realize that it's much, much more comfortable for the end visitor. And, naturally, due to this small flexibility, our mesh is more bouncy than plastic mesh. We have reached the very element that naturally unites our net with the trampoline body. It's the springs. The springs are specially manufactured for SKOK, longer designs, reinforced coil to hold, as we said, dynamic loads. Up to 120 to 150 kilograms depending on the size of the trampoline. And, naturally, electroplated. Galvanized coating is needed to ensure that just like the enclosure, this trampoline remains all weather and all season. Our trampoline has a nameplate on the body of our trampoline, which naturally says, city and manufacturer. Name and size, date of manufacture and its serial number. This data is important so that, first of all, we can enter you in the register and understand in case of a warranty case which trampoline we are talking about, in which city it is located and what kind of net it had installed. There is a trend in 2021 that especially customers from Moscow and St. Petersburg are asking for RFID tags to be attached to the trampoline enclosure. So it's such a microchip with data about the equipment it's attached to. So, we tell you with certainty that we have these tags and can install them on any of your equipment, both previously purchased from us and if your order is the first in our company. Well, it's time to talk about our assortment, which has more than 30 models, in which there are different shapes, both circles and squares, standard, your favorite, and, of course, unique, such as rectangle, diamond, semicircle, octagon. Speaking of which, they're the less popular models in 2021. On top of that, we came up with a new Pro Series in 2021. How is it different from the standard series we've talked about now? It has a body made not of galvanized steel, but straight from stainless steel. This increases the service life to 15 years or more. Accordingly, in this configuration we supply a reinforced rope of 6 mm rather than 4 mm. In this configuration, the warranty period for the mesh has been extended from 1 year to 3 years. On the Corpus from 5 years old to 10 years old, so you're the one who gets this kind of enhanced package. Let's call it what it is. It's a Lexus. In the world of our trampolines. In 2021, we were often approached with the delivery of a trampoline on a private territory, some dacha settlement or on your own plot of land. But there is an understanding that the size of the trampoline and its weight, the usual standard version, is quite high. I want something more mobile and still simplified proper and a bit lower in price. That's why we came up with the Lite series. Lite series has all the same features, pluses, both on the mesh and the body galvanized as in the standard version, but the body is lighter. So it doesn't have walls, it goes on legs. In addition to this, of course, we can manufacture the trampoline to the dimensions of non-trivial, those that you require. In addition, in 2021, we are proud to. We presented, let's say, to the world our trampoline with diode lighting. It was such a cool innovation that we applied here in Ryazan. And of course, already ready to release to the market for all of you, our customers. Thank you very much for your attention. Viktor Burkatov was with you. Goodbye, see you again. The sequel follows.